hot pink ball of yarn with 2 pink crochet hooks crossed in the middle of it above the words D-Made Crochet. Hey you guys, it's Danielle with D-Made Crochet. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to show you a little hack, if you will, for carrying around your crochet stuff. And I hope that this camera angle is okay. I lost one of the screws to my tripod, so hopefully this is fine. So what I have here on the desk with all the computer stuff behind it, sorry, is a makeup bag. I got this at the Walgreens and it was $17.99, so it's a pretty good size. It's not a big train case, but it's definitely the size of a regular toiletry bag or a makeup bag. The print on it, I believe, is flowers and it's pink, and it's got these cute little rose gold zipper pulls and the little tag on the front. But yeah, I got this just in the makeup bag section at Walgreens, and I thought that it'd be cool to show you guys kind of how you could use this instead of buying a project bag. If you have something like this, you can repurpose it. So on the inside lid, there is a small zipper, and you could fit some hooks in here. I have stitch markers and a yarn needle in there. I had my scissors in there, but they're currently downstairs. So here's the part that I wanted to show you that was specific to this bag. And so really, as long as you find a bag that has a segment for brushes, you can reuse it to be a crochet hook slash yarn slash other necessities kind of bag. The cat just jumped on the desk and I'm not gonna edit her out. So just so y'all know, she's gonna be walking around. She's been sick all day, so this is as active as she's been. Waverly. Yep, she just crossed right in front of the camera. So, and I should say the phone because I'm recording on my iPhone. So anyway, the top of this, so the inside of the lid has that zipper pocket, but then the first layer here has pouches for what would be typically used for makeup brushes. But I have hooks in here. I have my furls, a few of my furls, not all of them, and then I have just a regular, I think that it's either a Susan Bates or it's a boy, but it's just a K hook. So this one has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 or 8 brush holder compartments, and so you could fit your hooks in there, especially the hooks that have the thicker ergonomic handles like the furls. And then there is a kind of like an elastic strap that goes over the brushes or the crochet hooks, and it's got a flap of fabric that covers them as well. So that's pretty cool. So again, just repurposing repurposing a makeup bag. The inside lid of this second compartment, so I should have said that sooner, this has 2 compartments on the inside. There's no pockets on the outside. So the back of the pouch where the hooks slash brushes go has nothing on it. There's no storage there, but on the inside there's this deep pocket. These are kind of shaped like caboodles, if y'all remember caboodles back in the 80s. I never got one, always wanted one, so I might have to invest in that just to appease my inner 7-year-old. But this has just a big open compartment. So this is where all your makeup would go, or other toiletries or anything else. I have actually which there's a coffee stain on this, but I have a set of the Clover Amour hooks. So this is the full set. I just got these on Amazon about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago now. So there's a full set, I believe. Let's see, it's JIHG plus G FEDCB. So B through J. And then this has a pouch, a zipper pouch on the back. And I have another needle, a yarn needle. I have a couple stitch markers, and then I have this pendant I got for Christmas from Brian. It's the Clover yarn cutter pendant. I think it's $7 on Amazon. So just have that in there. So if you're nervous about carrying something like this through TSA, if you're flying, you could get the yarn pendant and get away with it. Although I've never had any trouble with my collapsible scissors. And this would also be like inside of your big makeup bag. So what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to do a test with you guys looking at the bag, because I wanted to see how much yarn we'd be able to fit in here, right? Because theoretically you wouldn't necessarily have to carry this whole set of hooks. You could just put the hooks that you want to bring with you on the front pouch where the brushes go, and then you would have this big empty piece underneath. So right now, let's see, we're putting in one Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody cake. I have another one right here too. So you would fit 2 of those perfectly. And you could probably, yep, you could fit the set of clover hooks in there as well. Then you would be able to just zip that up, and then on this top level you would have your hooks, which mine just fell everywhere. So that's good to know. So these are super fine weight cakes. They're 918 yards a piece. So that's good to know. So I just have some other popular cakes that I had in my stash, or other popular yarns that I had in my stash. So I have a Quran latte cake, a full one. It's a freshie, and the whole thing fits in here. I would be able to zip it up. And then there's still space on this just to the right of it, so I have it in kind of tucked in here on the left side of it, and there's still open space on the right side of the pouch. So let's say you wanted to carry, let's see, you could carry one of the Rainbow Rhapsodies and then one of the latte cakes. You could probably get away with 1.5 latte cakes. I don't think you'd be able to get 2 in there unless you really squished them in, which they are very squishy, so I mean, maybe. Let's see, so now I have this big huge skein of Red Heart ombre. Oh y'all, this fits perfectly. Look at that. Fits perfectly, and you can still get the clover hooks. You'd probably only be able to get one of these in there, but I believe that this is the jumbo size, so you could probably get 2 of the regular size Red Heart ombres. Let's see, I had one more cake over here. Here it is. It's a mandala, the Lion brand mandala. Oh yeah, you could easily get 2 in here, very, very easily. And you might be able to get half of a third cake in there. Or like say if you're good at with like smushing your yarns, oh yeah, you probably could. If you stood it up on its side, you'd have to squish it down a little bit, but you could probably get 3 or even 4 in there. So that's a good thing to know. And then you could just plop this into your carry-on and carry it with you and crochet or knit on the plane. Oh, sorry, that was loud. So the top of this just has a handle, just like a small handle that you would grab just with your hands. There's nothing that would go over your shoulders. So if you did want to carry this, just be mindful that you would have to carry it in your hand, so it would take up your hand. So for me, when I travel, I know that if I have my dog with me, I always have his harness in my left hand. So really I only have my right hand to carry stuff. And then it's the opposite if I'm using my cane. So just if you have to use assistive mobility aids, just know that this would take up the grip of your other hand. So, but otherwise you could fit a good amount of yarn in here. And then my loom knitters, I haven't forgotten you. So I recently have purchased and failed at the KB Flexi Loom. I got the skinny one, and it's all in pieces right now. I don't know how y'all do it. I've tried so many times. I've had friends try to teach me, and I still just get so frustrated. But I haven't forgotten you guys. So you could, I have right now my little loom pieces in a pouch that's about 8.5 by 11, about the size of a sheet of paper. Now, of a letter size piece of paper. Now this pouch will fold up because the little links from the loom wouldn't take it up. So I have it folded into fourths right now so that, sorry, I didn't finish that thought. The length of the loom wouldn't take up the whole pouch, but you could fold it up. So again, I have it in fourths, and this could go down into the bottom piece of your pouch. And then I have the, let's go with the mandala. Yeah, so you could fit the mandala in here, one mandala cake and the folded up pouch, or you could put your loom pieces into a smaller pouch and then squish in maybe 2 cakes of yarn. So, and then your loom tool could go up here into the segment where the spaces are for the brushes. Same thing with your knitting needles. So just wanted to show you guys this. Gosh, just dropping everything. There goes my furls. So just wanted to show you guys. This was, again, just a makeup bag. You could find this at any drugstore, really. Oh, there goes Waverly again. You know, it's less expensive than if you went to, you know, places like Amazon or any of the big box stores that want to sell you like on the go craft holder solutions. I will say though, no matter what, I think that if you can support a small business, and there are a lot of small businesses out there that do make bags and pouches and things like that, definitely go small business. But if not, if you're looking for something quick, if maybe you're traveling and you just bought a whole bunch of yarn and needles and hooks and whatnot, and you need something to throw it in for your trip home, maybe this would be a quick solution you could pick up at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, that kind of place. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry for all the loud noises. I am not sorry that the cat made a guest appearance. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to get a hold of me, and I hope y'all have a great night.
Hot pink letters on a black background that say contact me. Instagram at dmadecrochet. Email dmadecrochet@gmail.com. A logo appears with a hot pink ball of yarn on a black background. 2 crochet hooks are crossed in the middle of it, above the words DMade Crochet.